Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're looking at another little Fiesta. This one is a Zetec replica 2013. It's a little 1.2. Looks really well, to be honest. This one's been hit up the back end as well, but this one's a little bit more harsh than the other one. But good little car. Let me turn you around and show you, and you can have a look. Excuse the noise, someone's doing something outside. Yeah, see you in a sec. There we go. So a little facelift one. Looks like a Zetec S. It's been hit low down. The rest of the car is pretty straight. Let's try and squeeze around here, bear with. Not a bad little thing. It's got the looks, but no go. But it's not a EcoBoost, so it's got a good, reliable engine in. I've got one of these that's busted in an EcoBoost. They don't seem to last very well. Needs the normal clean up, as they do. But, very nice looking little car. The main reason that I bought this car was because of the mileage. I believe it's done 30 odd thousand, this one. From memory. 39,300. So very low mileage. Very straight little car, to be honest. Other than the damage. Looks like they've put Zetec S everything on it. The only thing I did notice that they haven't done, doesn't bother me, they've put the black roof lining in but not changed the pillars. They're still creamy colour. It's not the end of the world. I've gone back to my old set up, my old rig with my phone and the microphone. You have to tell me what you think it sounds like. All of the top area doesn't seem to be affected. It shuts and opens, no problem whatsoever. This was hit low down and we are kinked in the boot area. As you can see, it looks horrendous, but the actual boot well itself is not that thick. And I've bought a brand new rear panel from Ford, so when I cut the back panel out here, then it takes the tension off of this. We'll be able to put some clamps on this and pull it out and straighten it up and make it look a bit better with the old hammer and dolly. If everything goes to plan, should be quite straightforward. What I'm going to do is get my blocks out, get it up in the air. We'll take the bumper off, take the crash bar off. We'll have a little look at the damage and go from there. Guys, that's the back panel off. Tell you what I did just notice in the lights, someone's been here before. This looks quite yellow compared to the rest of the car. Man, there's some micro blisters in that bad boy. Don't know whether, yeah, you can see them. Nice, very nice. So the bracket for the bumper there is busted. Everything here looks to be fine. Obviously we're pushed in down the bottom. Everything this side seems to be perfectly fine. So the main impact looks to be real low down here. Obviously it's buckled that bit a little bit, but we're gonna see where all this seam sealer is. We're gonna remove all the seam sealer. Same again round here and down there. And I've got the whole back panel. I need to double check what bit I've ordered before I start cutting and removing that, but I'm pretty certain it's this whole section across there that I've got. So once that's removed, what you have is the chassis caps, which is here, the ends of the rear chassis rails. Then you'll have the boot well, and what you'll see is it's only like a normal piece of metal, and we can put some clamps on it and pull the boot well and hammer and dolly it and straighten out all of that boot area, and then we can weld on the new back panel, paint that little bit there, and then that's it. That's the repair done. That's what they do. I mean, you can replace the boot bit if you want to. I know that looks awfully crumpled there, but it is only thin, and when the back panel's off and the pressure's released, you give that a pull, that'll all pull back out. But we'll have a little look. Worst case scenario, I'll change the floor in the boot area, but I've got pretty confident that that'll all pull out and look okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to obviously do that, paint that, get ourselves another rear bumper, paint that. I've got a rear bumper, I haven't got the middle bit. I've got an earlier Zetec trim bit that goes in the middle, but the later ones, they're slightly different, so probably have to get one of them. And we've definitely got to sand this rear quarter down and take care of them micro blisters. Blend all that through and try and make that look nice. The rest of it is sort of standard and normal, so it's not too bad, I don't think. Yeah, no, that's all looking good. The solution for my GoPro, I've done loads and loads and loads of reading. It's actually an issue with their sort of onboard microphones and stuff, I think. So until they sort that out, there's nothing I can do. But what I have done is I bought their media mod. So you can't just plug a microphone into the GoPro. So I bought their media mod so I can put my own external microphone into that. So whenever that turns up, we can give that a go. Yeah, so I've got a new mic coming, new media mod coming. We'll try that out and go from there. Hopefully that'll resolve the issue. But until then, we're back on this. You'll have to tell me what the sounds like and what the video's like. It should be fine, to be fair, because it's all I've ever used. So the whole of my YouTube was pretty much done on this until I upgraded to GoPro. I use my other GoPro for time lapse and stuff like that, and me talking is just this. The only inconvenient thing about phone is I can't turn around from facing me to the car. I have to stop and change the view every time, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah, anyway, that's enough waffling. I'm gonna just go and check the back panel that I've ordered from Ford's. Make sure it's both sections before I start removing any of this, and then I'll be back in a moment. Yeah, I just checked. So it is like I suspected. We've got to remove seam sealer from there, and from around there and down, and then drill all the spot welds out that hold it on, and then we'll remove that section. I'll put a picture of the rear panel from Ford's now, and you can see in the picture it's the same. And yeah, it just looks like the spot welds down here, what we've got to tackle. This bit obviously stays, so it'll be down here and whatever's holding it on down here, and then we'll chase it along, and the same again up there. And I'm presuming underneath here is pinched weld or spot welded across the top, so we'll sort that out. I'm going to start cleaning some of these spot welds off, and we'll have a little look. here, I'm going around drilling out the spot welds, tapping them out and removing each piece at a time. I'm using a new spot weld drill bit. I've never used these before. I've had it ages, never got around to using it. So that little pin in the middle helps to keep it straight, and then it cuts around the weld, and then you can sort of release it. But yeah, we've got loads more to do. I'm going to do this section across the middle and all up there, try and remove that, and then we'll get to the spot welds for the bottom section and pull that piece off. And yeah, crack on. I'll see you in a bit. There she goes. That's that section removed. Some of these was a little deep and went right through. That one broke through a bit too much. These ones are fine. Most of them are fine. It's a bit fiddly, that attachment, that drill bit. You see it kept jumping out on me. I don't know if it picked up in the time lapse, but that's what this little needly bit's for. It's to try and hold you in the centre, but it does spit you around a bit. But yeah, pretty effective, to be honest. Seemed to do its job. It's the broken bit of the panel down there. There we go, guys. So you'll be able to start to see what's happening in there now. Where I'm removing all of the spot welds, we're releasing this back panel, and then we'll be able to get onto this and pull this. I mean, this is really thin. When everything's separated, it's a lot easier to work with. I've got to remove the seam sealer in the edges, get all the rest of them spot welds from inside. These ones along here, and then we've got the same again that side. I'll remove all that seam sealer from over there as well. But most of the bottom has been released now. We've got a few joining panels there and the same that side to deal with. I'll start cleaning some of this seam sealer up and drilling some of these spot welds out of this panel at the top here, and hopefully we'll get this thing off soon. And that, ladies and gents, is the back panel removed. So as you can see, that's down there, and there's the top bit down there. Yeah, the wheel well. Wrong button, there we go. So, this looks properly mangled. I'm not going to try hitting this with a hammer. I'm going to put my proper clamps on here and then pull that out. Someone's bibbing out there. It was a bit of a pain. I've never removed a rear panel on a Mark 7 Fiesta before, but it wasn't that bad. Quite a lot of spot welds to remove and some sneaky little hidden ones that I didn't quite get underneath, but we got there in the end. It's all off. So yeah, what I'm going to do is put some big old clamps on this. I won't be doing it today. I've run out of time and I'm waiting for me new block and tackle to turn up. I'm going to wait for that and then use that. So I'll put some proper clamps on here. I've got some pulling clamps and we'll straighten this out and go forward from now. There was a lot of work, quite a bit involved, but it's doable and it weren't that bad. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Expected, all the rear chassis rail bits are fine, nothing wrong with them, and just a simple pull out job now, make it better and put the new panel on. So yeah, that's it from me today. I'm knackered and it's getting on. I can't do much else until the back panel turns up for this anyway. And in the next video I'll show you me pulling it out and straightening it up and welding it all back together and making it right. So yeah, a bit of a different one today. Might be a bit boring for some of you, but I know some of you will find that interesting. As always, if you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and yeah, we'll see you very soon on the next one. Stay safe and be lucky.